Oh, just like his hand as well.
No, it's not like that. It's not like your hand.
So how is it?
Allah is, what do you mean like your hand's like Allah's hand?
No, you're saying
It's part of
how
Allah, yeah.
I have a hand, it's
Yeah.
part of my body.
Yeah.
So would his hand
It's part of
be
him.
part of him as
Yeah,
well?
part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yeah.
So would that not also be counted as a part as well then?
If you- that's
It's a
what I'm
part,
saying.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
what.
eyes, he's got
Yeah, yeah,
hands,
Allah subhanahu wa
it's a
ta'ala.
part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But if
Okay,
you mean a
well,
part,
yeah.
yeah, but that's what he said
That's
to
what I
you.
was trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Trying
yeah.
to prove the Trinity. I know where
No,
he was
no,
going. I
no,
know where
no,
he was
don't go
going.
there. We was talking about
I know
Allah's
that.
hand.
I know where we
You
trying to
said,
lead it
you
to.
said he
Part
doesn't have a
and
hand.
God is one
So I
and
said,
three.
well, what do you mean he doesn't?
No, he has a hand, the web of his majesty. Yeah.
And
He's a
what did
real-
I say?
And that
What
hand
did-
is a part of him.
Yeah, the hand's part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not other than Allah. Who is Allah?
I didn't answer the question.
So what is the point? I don't understand the point.
No, we was just talking about Allah, and then he mentioned
Because he asked me to
he
come
doesn't
Christian.
have parts.
He asked me to come
So I
Christian.
said, well, what about his hand?
Yeah, because like I said, you have to explain to you the meaning of part. Because sometimes part can be utilized as something you can put together, then dismantle it, or something like part of it means it's not all of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like knowledge of Allah is an attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Understand? It's an attribute of Allah. Now, you believe in Trinity? Okay, is Jesus part of Allah, part of God, or other than God?
Well, I'm not here to speak about that.
Why?
Well, I was here to speak about Allah and Allah's. Well, it was actually a private
But you
conversation to start off
understand it. No, it's fine.
with, and then
No.
he said he made a claim to say that Allah's hand is not like our hand. It's not a part of him.
It's not
That's
like
what he said.
our
So I
hand.
said,
I
well,
said
what do you
God
mean?
is-
Yeah, yeah.
Why it's not a part of him?
Yeah, no, don't say that, because sometimes what happens, like I said, when you say, don't say, they say, is it him or other than him? Part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the web of his majesty.
Yeah, his hand.
No doubt, yeah, it's his hand.
His hand, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. But why do you want to speak about Trinity?
Well, because I'm not here to speak about that.
But that's your belief though.
Yeah, I
Yes,
can
you-
speak about it if I want to, but
Yeah,
if I don't want to, I don't have to.
Okay, so as a Christian, do you talk about Allah's hand, like you have problem with it or something?
No.
Or you have no problem with it?
It's not like I had a problem with it. It's
Ah,
the
okay.
claim that he made.
Oh, okay, he said he doesn't.
Huh?
He said he doesn't.
No, I never said that.
No, he made a claim to
What was the
say,
claim?
to say
And
that
accept what
Allah's
Allah said
hand
about himself.
is not part of him.
No,
So I
let's not
said,
say
well,
that.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
clearly
I
you're
said
saying
part.
Allah's
Yeah.
hand is part of him.
That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
But
yeah.
I was asking what parts you mean because you didn't tell me exactly what part.
Yeah, because
You
parts
mentioned
has two
his
meanings.
hand,
I don't
to be fair.
want to
You
go
mentioned
there.
his hand.
No, because I
Because,
don't wanna
like
go
I said,
there
it has two parts. Because a hand, like the meaning of two parts has two meaning. Part when you put something together and dismantle it, or part mean is part of him, something you cannot remove it from him. It's who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like in the Bible, it said Jesus is on the right hand of God, the right hand of God.
Well, you keep going to the Bible, but I'm here simply just to speak.
So what else in the Quran that you want to know?
Firstly, it was a private conversation.
No, I know that.
And
No, but I'm
secondly-
just using that in the Bible. It says something like that as well.
Yeah, but-
first of all, that's the beauty of Islam. Because I'm a less knowledge of something, I have to call my Muslim brother to clarify it to make
There's no
me
problem, yeah.
going in a mistake.
I understand
And
that.
every
I
Muslim
understand that.
continue
But
each
then,
other.
but then again,
That's-
when you're
and
gonna
that's it.
call him,
Yeah, but-
don't say that you didn't say what you said to me because
what I said,
you said Allah's hand is not part of it.
Anyway, don't go the same thing. It's going the same thing.
I said it. I
You're going
said
the
he's
same
got
thing.
parts and he's got everything. I agree that Allah said.
Yeah, but just clarify what you mean by part. Clarify.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
reject
what I
it.
didn't wanna-
Don't negate it. Don't affirm it straight away. Explain what it means, the meaning of part. Because some people can misunderstand it. That's why, like this term was not used by the Quran or the teaching part. Yes, but we clarify it and we say what is the correct meaning of it. You understand? But you should become Muslim. Why are you Christian? Was Jesus Christian?
Never.
You know why it's funny? Because when I was in prison, there was a Christian guy. He said he will never become Muslim. When he came out of prison, before me. Once I was in Labo Grove and he called me. And I see this brother with a long beard and qamis. And I'm thinking, who is this guy? Guess who is it? The guy who told me he will never become Muslim.
Never.
Wallahi,
Trust me.
don't say never, say never.
Never.
Don't say never. But how come you believe in God become a baby and you have problem with Islam?
Well, no, not really. It's not
That's what I'm
about
saying,
God
become
becoming
Muslim.
a baby or
Yeah, it's about
or
that.
anything like that. No. Again.
Do you accept God become baby?
Nah, again, I'm gonna go back to your original point. Why wouldn't I become Muslim? Just never. It just-
But I'm saying how if you have a brain that can grasp God become a baby, someone changes nappy, then your brain can grasp anything.
is God limited to what He can do?
God limited what He can do.
Yeah.
No, there's difference between what God can do and what God is. We're not talking about what God does here. We're talking about what God is. You understand? Because God is perfect.
So you're deciding what God can do and what God can't do.
Okay, can you slap yourself hard?
I'm not God.
No, can you slap yourself? Can you slap yourself hard?
Can I slap? Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
No, because people think you're stupid.
No, because I don't want to.
No, because But people,
Because people think I'm stupid.
Yeah,
Does
of
that
course.
make any sense?
I'll tell you, okay.
That makes
If you,
no
I'll tell you,
sense.
if you see, I'll tell you, if you
It's
see,
because I don't want to.
okay, if you see someone slapping himself hard, what do you think about him?
What? That's his choice. That's got nothing to do with me.
No, do you think,
no,
no,
you're gonna think it's
you're gonna think something wrong with him?
No,
Come
no,
on.
not really.
Not really.
Not
So something wrong with you then?
No.
That's why you're Christian. All right, take care.
Ronnie, sorry, do you want to have a conversation?
No, I wouldn't imagine no crazy guy like you. Learn how to speak, then I'll speak to you. I tell you, okay. Because I spoke to him many times.
No, it's because you want to.
You can go to videos. Okay, okay.
Let's talk about Trinity.
No
Let's
problem.
talk about Trinity.
Okay, we've got.
Because you said
say
that
as I
Allah's
speak.
hands
Say as I speak.
are
See,
parts of
say as I
him.
speak.
And I want to recall what he said. He said
take
that
care of yourself. Bye bye.
Allah's
It's not let me
hands
speak.
are
I'm
parts-
gonna speak.
Are you gonna run?
I spoke to him many
Okay,
times.
so Shamsi's gonna
No, no,
run.
I will speak.
And
No, no, it's
then
about
Shamsi's
Trinity.
gonna run.
No, no,
He
no.
will let
It's
you
about
run.
Trinity.
Fine.
I know he's your
I'll
friend.
encourage
I know.
him.
It's about Trinity.
I'll
Is that
encourage
Trinity?
him.
Is that Trinity? Is that Trinity? Is that Trinity?
I don't know him
No,
personally.
no, no, no. No, is that Trinity?
What do you mean?
He said we speak about Trinity, correct? I'm speaking to him.
He wanted to speak to me about the
Allah's
Trinity.
hands.
He said to me, he's going to speak about Trinity. He said to me, he said to me, Allah's hand.
were created
Yeah, well,
through
he's
Allah's
speaking about
hand.
That's a Trinity.
Okay.
So they
That's
must
a
be
Trinity.
parts
You see
of
my
Allah.
point?
Okay.
You see my
Therefore,
point?
Allah,
brother?
by
So what do you want to
necessity,
talk about?
enters
No,
creation.
wait. He said, no, be honest. Like, you see, man, he came to me. He said, you want to speak
Now
about
Shamsi's
Trinity?
running for my
He said,
point.
let me speak. See?
So what do you want to talk about?
I said, yes, let's speak about Trinity.
want
He
to
said,
talk about
about Allah's hand.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hold on, hold on.
Let's speak about
Hold on.
Trinity.
Hold on.
Let's speak about
Yeah, but hold on.
Trinity.
Speak
Anyway,
about
I
the
spoke
Trinity,
to
which is
Only
about
way
the
for the
Bible,
conversation.
which is about Christians. How about then he chooses what he wants to talk about Muslims as well?
Yeah.
In
No,
the
no, no,
Quran.
no, no, no. How? So ask about Trinity. Ask me.
He'll pick.
No, we deal with one point first.
Okay, so
yeah,
if
one
you
point
speak about
first,
the
Yeah,
Trinity,
خلاص. Let's go
if
to
you
Trinity.
speak about the
Pick
Trinity,
another
Let's
I'm
speak
speaking
Trinity.
to you directly.
Yeah.
You speak about the Trinity, I want to speak about the deity or the being of Allah. Can we
Listen,
talk about that?
no, she's not talking about Trinity.
I'm just agreeing with him right now. We're coming to an agreement, right? So if I speak about the Trinity, will you speak about
After,
the being of Allah?
after, yeah.
All right, that's
Okay,
cool, right.
okay. So you believe
what
when God
question?
became a baby, someone who was charging his nappy, that was God the Almighty.
When we say that God became baby, we don't say that the deity or the spirit of God by necessity changed its nature and became a baby. No, we say, just like your soul, by the way, which in the Quran, if you read it, says every man has a nafs. It enters a body. My soul entered this flesh, but my soul nature is not the same as my fleshy nature. It's just the same way as the spirit of God can enter a body and not change.
Okay, in the Bible it said the word became flesh.
Yes.
So the word that was God. So before it became a baby,
you get my point
so,
earlier?
no, that doesn't make any sense because a soul
Why
is a
doesn't it make
create. I tell you, a soul is a created being. Okay, firstly, a soul did not become a chicken. Okay, I'm not sure. He's talking about
soul
soul.
doesn't become anything,
No,
you're
no,
wrong.
wait. This is my point. Proving my
soul
point.
doesn't change its nature. A soul
He's
always
not even
remains
finished.
a soul.
That's why I don't speak to him. He's not even finished.
Go on.
Go on.
He bring a point about soul. Soul never changed to a chicken. Talk about here, and even soul change. Soul God is a created being. God is perfect in everything. Yes, God is a perfect in everything. God is the greatest. Yeah. Okay. So in the Bible, in the Old Testament, Jacob said, "The heavens and the heavens cannot contain you, let alone my temple. The heavens cannot contain God." So when God became a baby, before he became a baby, he was not baby. So when he became a baby, he had to change. Okay? So that baby was that God, the Almighty, who is perfect and does not change.
So can I reiterate my point? So the point I made earlier was that the spirit of God enters creation by necessity. That can happen.
Doesn't
It
say
happens in the
spirit.
Quran,
He
for
said
example.
God became flesh.
In the Quran, you read Surah
It doesn't
Maryam,
say that.
Chapter 16, verse 9.
Please go to Quran.
The spirit enters creation.
No.
So that happens
The spirit
within
of
your
Allah never.
very
No,
own
the spirit of
Quran.
Allah
You
doesn't
have to read
say.
it.
No. Again,
Bear
you
in
misquote the
mind, if the
Quran.
spirit can enter creation,
Brother, I
then it can
spoke to you many
find
times. He's doing the same
necessity
thing.
in flesh.
He's not answering me.
Because flesh is a vessel.
He's not doing my point.
Flesh is a vessel
I speak
for
to you
my very
again.
soul.
Before
And now
God
he's
became a
talking
baby,
over me.
before God became a
Then I
baby,
spoke over him, now
before
he's
God became a
talking over me.
baby,
But
he
anyway,
was a
see you
perfect
later,
God,
Shamsi.
and he became baby. He's
It's
running.
not-
He's running.
it's not
He's
speaking.
running. He's
Okay,
running.
the reason
He's
why I'm
running.
speaking,
You're running.
speaking.
So when God became a
You know,
baby,
you're not speaking.
You
no,
guys should
because
just simply talk over
talk
each
over
you know
other.
why? Because not
So
dealing with my
who's gonna
point.
speak?
He's not dealing with my point. He's not dealing with my point.
Do you want it
My
timed?
point was
Shamsi, do you want
when
it
God
timed?
became a
I'll say
baby.
it 3 times now. Shamsi, do you want it timed?
When God became a
Do you want
baby,
it timed?
when God became a baby,
you're gonna keep talking
when
over
God
me.
became a baby, okay,
Okay, so Shamsi's
that was
gonna
God
keep
perfect.
saying,
Okay,
I've
that's
asked
what I'm
3
saying.
times.
He cannot do my point
Does he want it
because
timed?
that's the point I've been
So we
mentioning
can
many
go
times.
point by point.
So when God before became a baby, he was a perfect being. The greatest, the Almighty.
We
You
believe that
understand?
God was a perfect being. We
Jacob.
don't have a
So when he
denial.
became a baby, did he change or not?
We don't believe that God changed. No, I just said.
No,
to
I'm asking you.
that
I'm asking you. When he
the
became
soul
baby,
enters creation, just like the soul enters creation, a spirit can enter a body and
So it's
not
created.
and change.
Okay.
If you die today, your soul will remain in its soul
So it's
nature.
created.
You don't know anything about.
so it's
ethics,
created.
bro.
It's not even my point.
You need to do
It's not
education.
But I can ask you the question. Okay, before
Why are you
God
asking
became
him? You're talking to me.
because he's
You
a
asked the
respected man.
question about
You know, answer my question. Before God became a baby,
you
was he a
asking-
baby?
Well, now this conversation between you and him.
Yeah,
So you don't know
He's
English.
running from me, so
I
he's
do know
gonna-
English.
Okay, so before God became
But I
baby,
said
was
this
it a baby?
conversation between you and him.
But he's
To me?
answering.
I've already
Well,
answered
then
the
speak to
question.
him.
I already
Okay,
answered the
I don't
question.
speak it to you because answering. I think maybe you're
Well,
gonna
that's
answer
fine,
it.
then you're running.
Okay,
So I want everybody
so
to know this.
my
Something
question.
run from
So
me.
before God became
No,
baby,
you just
was
run from me.
it a baby or was it God?
You just run from me. So what
Before
was the
God
question?
became a baby, was it God or was it baby before
God
he became
has
baby?
always been God, even when he became a child.
When he became
because
child, he was
the
God.
essence of spirit does not change.
Okay,
the
so-
flesh can change. The essence of spirit cannot. Please do
Okay.
basic study.
So we've got become
When you die, Shamsi, yeah, will your soul also die with your body and decay?
Okay, now let's deal with it. I asked him the
can answer the
question.
question.
I will answer it, but
Are you?
firstly, I said to him,
Hurry up,
God,
then.
I
It's
said
taking
to
you a bit, isn't it?
when God became a baby, he changed.
taking
He
like
said he
5 months.
became baby and never changed.
When you
So he was a
die-
baby before.
Shamsi,
Because if
when
he
you
became
die,
baby, he's not
does
answering my
your
question.
soul
My
die
soul,
with you,
listen, my
i.e.
soul
it decays on the earth?
Islamically, my soul goes up.
Oh, it goes
Okay,
up.
so what does that mean?
your soul leaves your body then. It
So what does
doesn't
that
die
mean?
itself.
But my soul,
Does your soul decay?
it didn't become chicken.
Does your soul decay?
Are you serious? No, it's not my point.
Does your soul decay?
My God,
Everybody should know
okay,
this, right?
he's got a baby.
The
It's
essence
answer
of
my
God is
question.
spirit by nature.
Well, you're
I've
embarrassing
answered
yourself.
this question, right? When
He
it
said God
enters
became
flesh,
baby, but then no
flesh will
change.
decay.
So he was a
This hand
baby.
right here, if I cut it, it will die. But that doesn't mean my soul
This
will
is making
die.
no sense.
The spirit itself will not
لا لا
change.
حبيبي ده
And
موضوع ثاني.
Shamsi cannot answer this because he doesn't know anything about essences of being. Basic key stage 1 logic.
You know what he said?
doesn't even
He said
know.
God became a baby, but he not change. So he became baby, but he didn't change. So was he a
change.
baby before?
Does your soul change when it enters your body?
Brother, my soul did become chicken.
Does
My
your
soul,
soul change?
okay,
I didn't
okay.
say it became a chicken.
Okay, watch.
What is it?
Let me say something.
I say that?
Okay, if my ring become a bottle, is a bottle ring?
If your ring become a bottle,
Yeah, is a ring. This is a ring.
is your ring a spirit?
No, I'm asking you. Give an example.
This is
Is
both physical, isn't it?
these
No,
are two-
listen carefully. Listen,
So these are two
listen
material
carefully.
things
The
in
baby is a
material
physical.
existence.
The baby is a physical.
The soul isn't.
No.
The
He didn't say
soul
the soul.
isn't.
He didn't say soul.
You're
He said it
claiming
become
the
flesh.
soul.
No.
You're claiming the
He
soul.
said
That's
God
why
become
I don't
flesh.
waste time
He didn't say
with
soul.
clowns,
He said
because
God
they're
become
not
flesh. He said clown. Look. Anyway, he said
Really?
God become flesh. He
can't
didn't say
answer
the
my
soul.
question.
He didn't
But
say.
then- but then you said-
I know he's speaking.
The soul
He didn't want to
became
speak.
flesh
I know he's
became
speaking.
baby,
Yeah. No, he said soul. I said the word. He said, look, in the beginning was the word.
And the word
And the word was with God. And the word is God, yes? And what the word became flesh. So who became flesh? God became flesh.
The word
So
by
that
essence became flesh.
that
It's not
baby,
with us, the
that
soul
God
itself
it's not even
becomes
finished.
flesh.
It's not even finished.
finished.
God became a baby.
know basic
So that
logic.
baby, the woman she was holding Mary, that was God before.
it was.
It wasn't God like that before he
That's
became
true. God
baby.
doesn't change.
So it changed. Literally changed.
Nope.
Because so he was a baby before.
Okay.
Take care of
What's your
yourself.
point? What's your point?
My point is that God is perfect.
How
That's
many
what I said
times
to
have I
you.
said
That's
the
why
spirit
I
does
said
not
to you.
change,
God
the
is
soul does
perfect
not
in His
change when it
essence.
enters body.
So when God
We
become a
believe
baby,
that
God
God
I guess
is
His
perfect
nature
in His
to be
essence of being,
perfect because
but
a baby is
that doesn't mean that
created.
How do you
therefore in
understand
His
God's
creation,
nature?
Okay,
He will change
I'll tell you what's God's
His
nature. God's nature, He has essence, which is bigger than His creation. The proof for that Jacob in the Bible said, "Oh God, the universe cannot contain you.
Amen.
Let alone my temple," which means He's bigger than the universe. Yes. So when God become a baby, was He bigger than the universe, or was He smaller than His mother?
Is it limited to what he can do?
No, I ask you that. No.
It's not limited to
I
what
ask you
he
that.
can
No. Is God bigger than His creation?
But
It's
then
God in
I'm
his
saying, is
creation.
God limited to what he can
Is
do?
it all the time?
It's God in His creation.
No. Is God bigger than His creation?
If God's bigger than His creation,
Is God bigger than His creation?
Of course.
All the time.
It's God.
So when He became a baby, was He bigger than His creation?
But then is it limited to what he can
Look,
do?
he just tell me yes. Then it.
No, answer.
Brother,
Is it limited to what he can do? It's a yes or no?
No, you missed the point here is you told me God is bigger than His creation all the
Yeah.
time, correct?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
So when God became a baby, was He bigger than His creation?
So,
you need to
okay.
ask him, is God infinite?
Let me hear this.
Was He bigger than His
Let me
creation when He became
understand
baby?
this. Let me
No,
understand this.
that's it.
Let me understand this.
Simple. Simple. What are you hiding
Let
here?
me understand this, right?
Okay, go ahead.
So you're
Okay.
saying, so
He's
you're
gonna run
saying
from
All right.
that God's essence is so perfect that he can't become a baby.
Doesn't change.
God can't change.
Doesn't change. Go against His nature.
So then he's not all powerful, then is he?
No, He's all
He's not
powerful.
all powerful.
No, He's all powerful.
If he can't do something that he wants to do, then he's not God.
Okay,
is he?
if God
He's
become
limited.
okay,
He's
can
limited. He has to be
God
infinite.
become
That was the
limited?
point I was making.
What?
Can God become limited?
If it's so wish to, he's
But
God.
but it's
God is
unlimited.
God.
So He becomes so He can't be
God is
unlimited.
so wish to.
That's contradiction.
Right here.
How's that contradiction?
I'll tell you how.
He's
Okay,
God.
okay. Is God? Can God? Is it possible for God to exist and not exist at the same time?
This is why.
If he so wish to,
I went to
he's
my
God.
store,
He can do
Take
it.
care of yourself. You're mentally not well. You know why? Because if He doesn't
Am I not
exist,
mentally
I'll
well?
tell you why. If God does not exist, He cannot be the same God who was ever living.
Listen. You made a claim.
Oh, bro,
You
are
made
you
a claim.
serious?
You made a claim.
Yes.
You said I'm not mentally well.
Yes,
How am I
indeed. mentally.
No, it's not
I'll tell you
God.
mentally.
How am I not mentally well?
If God is ever living, let me explain to you.
Don't
I'm going to explain to you.
explain to me about
No, I'm
God.
going to explain to you.
You said
I'm going to tell you.
well.
I'm going to tell you why.
How am I not
I'm going to tell you why.
mentally
I'm going to tell you why.
well?
If God's ever living,
You're talking about God, talk about me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
made a claim.
You said about
I'm
God.
not mentally
Yes,
well.
because if
So
you
how
say,
am I not mentally
I'm going
well?
to tell you why. Because if you believe it's possible for God to not exist, you're not mentally well. Because by definition, God's ever living. If you say
You
God's
don't
ever
believe-
living
you
and don't
don't
exist,
believe-
doesn't make any sense.
You don't believe Jesus
Wallah,
is
take
God,
care of
so
yourself.
you're not mentally well. I can say the same thing.
But you don't believe that as well.
What do you mean I don't believe
Jesus is
that?
not God.
Who said that?
Because okay,
Who
so
said I don't
I'll tell you. Okay, so that baby, that woman, mother, Jesus,
You're
that
talking about the baby.
Okay.
And yet again, I'm going to go back to the original point.
What
You
original
said I'm
point?
not original.
I've already explained
You
it.
said
I've
I'm
already.
not mentally well.
I've explained it to you.
Go on,
I've explained it.
No, you
because
haven't.
you did.
No, you
I said to you, you said it's possible for God to not exist. Anyone says that is mentally not well
Okay.
because God's
Now
ever
I'm gonna
living.
say, now I'm going to
Doesn't
say,
make any sense.
Now I'm going to say,
You
because
understand?
you don't think Jesus is God, you're not mentally well.
Jesus believed that, so he's not mentally well. Jesus.
You're not mentally well.
Jesus believed
no,
that.
No, I'm saying you're not mentally
Jesus
well.
believed that.
Jesus said me and the Father are one.
No,
So you're
Jesus
not
said the
mentally
Father is
well.
greater than I.
No. What? Okay, when you say great, when you say great, what do you mean by great?
I'll tell you what it means. Go ask Jesus who said the Father is greater than I. The question I'm going to ask you, does God has a God?
Does God have a God?
Yeah.
No, he's God.
Jesus said, I'm going to my God and your God. So if Jesus is God, you tell me God has no God. Jesus has a God, so he cannot be God.
The flesh. Jesus there was talking about the flesh. If Jesus
Brother,
came to set the
you know-
way, as a
Come on,
human
man. You know
being,
the truth.
as
Wallah,
a
you
human
fighting
being,
it.
as a
Wallah,
human
you fighting
being-
it. You know the
But
truth.
I'm not fighting it.
Wallah, you're
That's not
fighting
the
it.
truth.
I have
But then again,
respect.
listen.
You're fighting it.
You're talking
God,
about Jesus. You're talking about the
God.
You made a claim. You
Yeah, I
don't
just
like
explained
to say
it.
that
I've
I'm not
explained
mentally
it.
well.
I've
How do you
explained
know
it.
I'm not mentally
I've
well?
explained already.
No, you haven't.
Anyone that believes,
You're-
anyone that
you're
believes,
giving
brother,
me a
I
statement.
repeated many
You're
times.
giving me a dumb
Brother,
statement.
I repeated many
That's a
times.
dumb statement.
I repeated many
Tell
times.
me-
I repeated many times.
Give me any
I
evidence
repeated many
that
times.
I'm not mentally well.
Anyone
Because
says,
you made
yes,
a claim,
I'll say to
a
you.
very big claim. So you tell
I'll
me
tell
how
you.
I'm not mentally well.
Anyone that believes God doesn't know, it's possible for God to not exist.
And then
so
I'm gonna
it's
say,
ever
because
living.
you don't believe that Jesus is God, you're not mentally well.
But Jesus
I
believed
can
that.
say the same thing.
No
It's
problem.
words.
No problem. No
These
problem.
are words.
Okay. No
So
problem.
give me facts that I'm not mentally well.
Give me a fact. I'm not mentally well.
I'm saying that because you told me it.
I told you because I'm giving
Okay,
it.
so give me
Brother,
facts.
you know it's going
So
around.
give me
I told you
facts.
already. Anyone, not
Okay, so
just you.
don't say that then.
Anyway,
So don't say
anyone,
that then.
anyone,
If you won't
anyone,
give it to me, so don't say it.
anyone
If you
says
won't
that.
give it to me,
Anyone
then
says
don't
that.
say it.
Anyone says that.
If you
Anyone
don't
says.
give it to me, then don't
Anyone
say it.
says that. Anyone
Then
says
don't
that.
say it.
That God doesn't
Then
exist.
don't
Is
say
not
it.
mentally
If
well.
you don't
You
give me
understand?
facts that I'm not mentally well, then don't
Brother,
say it.
anyone
It's
says that.
simple.
Brother,
It's that simple.
what do you mean simple? Like that?
It's that simple.
I said to you,
If you
anyone.
don't give me facts
All right,
that
take
I'm
care of
not
yourself.
mentally well,
Take
then
care of
don't
yourself.
say it.
Take care of yourself.
You take care of yourself, bro. All right.
Did you come in to fight or to debate?
I didn't come in to fight.
No.
but then He said I'm not mentally
Where's
well.
gonna fight?
So give me proof. Give me proof that I'm not mentally
No.
well.
You made a claim that you're
So
mentally
give me
unwell.
proof. No,
Wait,
so,
wait,
okay,
wait.
so give me
Wait,
facts.
wait.
Don't make a claim.
Okay, let me
I want to
speak.
see some.
Yeah.
positive
I told him he's
reports.
going to
I
repeat
wanna see
himself.
some reports
He just
that
repeated
say that I'm
himself.
not mentally
Let him
well.
repeat himself.
If not, then don't insult me.
Let him repeat himself. Oh, no. I'm gonna take it back. Because why? No. You know what? No. I'll take. No. I get the doctor is not fact. No. Akhi. You know what? No. Let me speak to him. No. As a Muslim, I'm gonna do that. No. No, I'm gonna speak to him. No, I'm gonna speak to him. Look, I'm gonna just be as humble as a Muslim. Understand? Because you keep saying about doctor reports, yeah, it's not needed. But I will say to you, I will take it back. I have respect, yeah. But let me ask you this question: if someone said to you, it's possible for God to not exist, what do you think about him? Be honest with me.
Listen,
Be
I
honest with
don't
me.
care. Right now, that is not my point.
Brother, so I don't care. Don't care.
My
I don't
point
care.
is you
That's
made a
it.
claim
That's
against
it. That's
me
it. I don't
that you
care.
can't prove.
Because I shut you down with you. I don't care. Khalas.
So if you're
Forget
gonna make
it.
that
Forget
claim,
it. Forget
then
it.
you
Forget
back
it.
it up.
Khalas. Forget it.
Just took it back,
Forget
bro.
it. No. Khalas. I'm not taking it. Forget it. Forget it. Khalas. I just spoke to him nicely, but he just spoke. Khalas. Forget it. No. Forget it. Yeah. Forget it. Anyone believes God does not exist is not mentally well. Simple as that. You understand? So, yeah, khalas. Because I try to be humble, he try to act like a big man. Anyone that believes God does not exist is mentally disturbed. You understand? Simple as that. Huh?